Scientific measurements. Scientists report their values, their measurements, in a very precise and consistent way. So we're going to look at these two different tables, both of them listing carbon monoxide concentrations in the air in Los Angeles County. So different years, 93, et cetera, up to 2013. Here, parts per million, here's parts per million. So 6.9, 6.1, 4.1, 2.5, 1.9. Then over here, how do you think they got these numbers from those numbers? They rounded them. So these are rounded to the nearest ones place, and these have a tenths place in them. When scientists report numbers, we report all of the digits that we're sure about, and then one digit that we're estimating. So in a number like this, 6.9, we're going to assume that the scientist reporting this said, well, there's a little uncertainty in the 0.9. Sometimes they'll actually specify, 6.9 plus or minus 0.2. Many times they don't, and then we're going to assume that there's an uncertainty of plus or minus 1 in the last digit. So for that first one, that's indicating 6.9 plus or minus 0.1 parts per million, because that first decimal place is the last digit. Over here, reporting 7 implies plus or minus 1 in the last digit. Well, the last digit is also the first digit. And so that's 7 plus or minus 1. Well, if you think about, well, what range is that talking about then? 7 plus or minus 1 would be in the range of 6 to 8 parts per million, right? 7 minus 1 is 6, 7 plus 1 is 8. Yesterday I said it was 9. No, it's 8. 7 plus 1 is always 8. Over here, 6.9, if we subtract 0.1 from that, that would be 6.8. If we add 0.1, it's going to go up to 7.0. So this number, 6.9, communicates to me as a scientist, they're telling me they're pretty sure it's between 6.8 and 7.0. If they report it at 7, that's much more of an estimate. They mean, oh, it's between 6 and 8. So how the number is recorded is really important. And this is going to come up in lab when you make measurements of things. You need to write the number down in the correct way. You need to put enough digits in it. This graph is giving me, this table is giving a lot more information than this one. Because 7 plus or minus 1 being 6 to 8, and this 6, that's also plus or minus 1. What range would that be? 5 to 7. So we might get excited about this decrease in carbon monoxide concentration, but if it's recorded like this, is that actually a decrease? We can't really tell. 6 to 8, 5 to 7, they might both be 6.5, and maybe it didn't go down at all. Technically, it could be an increase. Yeah. It could have gone from 6 to 7 even. So how we write the numbers down is important. Being able to change the slides is important. What the heck are we doing here? Oh, it's sending a request.